Smoking is injurious to health. धूम्रपान सेहत के लिए खानी हारी खारी मावशी चिक. On day 1, we mostly visited the beaches on the north of Alibag, and on day 2, we ventured south to visit the beaches and forts there. To the south, we have Akshi beach, Nagaon beach, and Revdanda beach, after which there is a bridge to cross to go to Korlai, Kashid, Murud, and Janjira. In this video, we will see Akshi, Nagaon, Revdanda, and Korlai. The first spot for the day was Kurul Lake, which is also called as Lotus Point Lake, as the lake is almost filled with lotus plants, which is a symbolic representation of the current political scenario in India. हर जगह कमल ही कमल है. Our first destination was supposed to be Akshi beach, but since the lake was on the way, we made a stop. I think lotus blooms mostly in summer, so if you're not going in summer, feel free to skip the lake. The road to Akshi beach was like the year 2020. The series of bad patches never ended. Like the road, the beach too was in a bad state. This beach can definitely be a nightmare for the beach cleanup guys. There were dead fishes, leaves, plastics and other wastes lying around. The low tide had revealed what the waters had tried to conceal, similar to what happens in life. We hide a few things from the world which we feel others shouldn't know about us, and one fine day the garb is blown and we are standing naked for the world to see. Ironically, we mostly share such hidden things with the person who we think is our world, and also stand naked in front of them. And one day they fly off with your hidden secrets and your naked self, leaving you with more things in your room which needs a bedsheet to be covered for when the guests come. The sand on the beach was neither wet nor dried up and was of perfect level for vehicles to ply on. There was also a sort of path on the beach which seemed like it was for vehicles, and so we ventured on it to see how far it goes. Since on the map we could see that Akshi and Nagaon beaches were on the same stretch, we hope to reach the Nagaon beach. It took us 7 minutes to reach Nagaon beach from Akshi. The stretch is mostly rideable, but when you near the Nagaon beach, there is a slim stream of water which doesn't flow when it's low tide, but the sand below stays wet and your bike can wobble a bit. Disclaimer, a very important one. Vehicles are not allowed on the beach, and in the past, vehicles have been confiscated by the locals near Nagaon. Anyways, there is a gate at the beach which is locked and only people can get through. After some time of waiting, a local opened the gate as he had to get his boat through and I tagged along. Anyways, this is not the actual entry of Nagaon beach. I mean this is, but not the main one. The main entry is a kilometer away from here. This one. We then made our way to the Revdanda fort. Revdanda Fort, built by the Portuguese almost 500 years ago. It is similar to the Vasai Fort as both the fort sees a good number of wedding photo shoots. Yes, they do. Also, the other similarity is the model photography that happens here. The fort has a small gate which feels like it was actually made to stop people from going to the beach from the fort, but since there is no one to look after, people have made their way through the gate to enter the Revdanda beach. After Revdanda, the next spot was Korlai Fort. Since the battery of my GoPro was extremely low, I didn't shoot the bridge that you cross while going to Korlai. The scenes from the bridge are really beautiful. Korlai Fort is on a hilltop and the road towards the fort is pretty scenic. Due to COVID, you can't take your vehicle to the parking at the top. Instead, you have to park just before it. After parking your vehicle, you have to walk to the fort at the top. Since this video is about visiting places that are reachable by a bike, we didn't walk up to the fort, not because of our laziness. Korlai fort is also built by the Portuguese and was a companion fort to the Revdanda fort. From here, they used to keep a watch on the seas so that no one could attack the Revdanda fort. This whole area was once called Chaul. From here, we planned to go back to Varsoli where we are staying. Since it was already 2:30, we planned to have a lunch at the Vasco da Gama restaurant near the Varsoli beach and head back to the hotel only after visiting the beach. Unfortunately, Vasco da Gama was closed and so we went to the Varsoli beach. It's not that easy to find restaurants in Alibag apart from the city center. And also, most of Alibag goes to sleep by 8 p.m. and wakes up at 8 a.m. We then went back to the hotel and started watching the fabulous lives of Bollywood housewives over a loaded meat pizza from Laziz Pizza in Alibag, a really good one. And ended the day with some fried chicken momo sauteed in chicken chili gravy with the end of fabulous lives of Bollywood housewives.